Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at who might be coming in here for you between now and the end of 2021. So as you know I like to do, I'm going to look at both love and career career and finance as well as love and romance, and we'll see what people might be coming in or situations might be coming in for that. So just do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Scorpio, I do not do personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody that is not me, that is someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. And I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's go ahead and get into this with all of that said. Do hope you're doing well, hope things are good for you. And if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe if you're not already, and drop a comment to let me know what you think. I like to do a Celtic cross spread for these. I like to mix it up with a Celtic cross spread, so that's what we're doing if you are interested in knowing what this might be. And I do not read reversals, so there's no right or wrong way of reading tarot cards, but I just prefer to not read them. So let's make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into it for you. All right, looks good enough to me. We'll take 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. Energy on the bottom, you have the Hanged Man. So this is somebody who is suspended in air. This is somebody who is not moving forward. They have a decision to make, or they have really the challenge for the Hanged Man is to let go and to let things happen and see where the universe takes them, because right now they're not really going anywhere. They're just kind of comfortable where they are. And for you, it could mean that you really want to find somebody, at least romantically. I do feel like actually some of you really want to find somebody. And the way that this is going to end up happening for you, because you have the Ace of Cups here, which I'll get into, which is really nice. The way that this is going to happen for you is to let go and to allow it to happen in divine timing. You know, there's a really nice affirmation that I found from TikTok that goes, I do not chase, I attract. What is mine simply finds me, or what belongs to me simply finds me. I do not chase, I attract. What belongs to me simply finds me. And that's what I feel like saying to you. Don't chase, and instead just let go and work through whatever sort of situation is going on for you if you can in this moment. Because as you do that, right away in the current situation, Scorpio, you could be finding somebody here with this Ace of Cups. I do see between now and the end of 2021, some of you could be finding love in some way. If you're in this reading for career and business, this is some sort of new happy beginning coming in. Could be involving others, but this is specifically a very good signal for starting a new relationship with somebody, finding new romance in some area of your life. And so I do feel like this is on the table, but what I think is going on right now is you are like trying to make this happen, you're trying to force this, but really nothing good ever comes from that, especially relationship wise. Like if you're trying to force yourself into a relationship, you're probably going to end up not being happy. And that's what I feel like is going on here. So there's definitely a new beginning between now and 2021. I always like to say this could bleed into 2022 as well. Just keep that in mind with this reading. Now in the problem position, you have this 3 of Pentacles. Something around maybe you're having issues with your team at work, or the people that you work with. If you're self-employed, you know, maybe the people that you do contracts with or something like that. But this is reward and recognition for quality job well done. But this is in the problem spot. It's in the problem position. So it could mean that you are having issues in a group. You know, there could be a gossiper. There could be somebody just who doesn't have your best interest at hand here. And that could be holding you back for some reason. It could also mean that for you, it's important at this time to just continue building here before this person comes in. It could be that could be another thing where it's like you're maybe focused on finding the right person, but really like the problem is that you need to keep building in your career situation. And I do feel like maybe some of you are also dealing with that. Now, in the past, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Something has gone well for you here. Your destiny has been spinning. Your destiny has arrived here. And, you know, this is Jupiter energy. Jupiter is Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So you could have dealt with a Sagittarius person in the past. You could have also dealt with a sort of gregarious, sort of loud, boisterous type of person in the past with this. Since we're talking about people, I'm trying to keep it on brand with people. But, it could also mean that your destiny, you had a sort of perfect opportunity in the past, and that could also be implied here around something. And I would say that's also tying into this Hanging Man read, which is like sometimes you just have to let go. You have to decide if you're going to get on the train or stay in the station here with this Wheel of Fortune. And I do wonder if you're struggling to make that decision. Now, in the future, you have the Two of Swords. Could be a Libra, could be any air sign coming in for you in the future. Now, don't let that trip you up in any way. This is just, some of you may be dealing with a Libra, some of you are dealing with other people. It's interesting, some of you could be on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio astrologically with this card coming in. But regardless, you know, it's time to remove the blindfold here. It could mean that you are dealing with challenging people. When I get the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, it's a big indicator of gossip for me, or rumors being spread or started around the workplace. Something like that going on, because the Two Swords on this card, I like to say, are like emotional daggers that people throw at you. And, you know, somebody could be doing that right now. You could be dealing with that in the future, but it's going to be a big help and benefit for you to let go. Even if somebody is, just realize that that's their stuff. If someone's throwing daggers at you, that's their own negative toxic energy that you need to work through. And that they need to work through, that you don't need to work through. That's their own toxic stuff that they need to work through. And so dropping any sort of need to appease people or anything like that, and just letting go, allowing things to happen as they should. Now, in your conscious awareness, you could be dealing with a boss. There could be a possessive, domineering boss here with this King of Swords, or somebody who's an authority figure. Because I say that because of this Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles. What this could also be saying, though, on the other spectrum of this, which is totally possible, is that somebody has your best interest here, and you're going to get a fair shot to like explain yourself, or like show your side of the argument or something like that, especially if you've been dealing with an issue with people at work. This person will absolutely listen to everybody's point of view in a logical, rational way. Now, others of you could absolutely be meeting a Libra or something like that here in the future. And you could also be meeting an air sign, anybody like with air qualities, and this could be anywhere in the natal chart. Remember, this does not always mean sun sign. When you hear this in a tarot reading, the natal chart's very big, so just keep that in mind. Now, in your subconscious, you have this Eight of Cups. I see you walking away from somebody. It could mean that you're walking away from this challenging group of people here with this Three of Pentacles. This person, I actually love this card because this is somebody who is taking an empowered step forward. They are letting the toxicity of the past be a thing of the past, and instead they're taking a journey towards the Nine of Cups, which is the fulfillment of a wish. It's a really nice card. For me, at least, I really like this because it says you're about to take a journey. And who doesn't like that, right? And so you may not know where you're going yet, but you know you're going somewhere, and it's probably going to end up being better for you. Now, you have this Six of Wands here. So moving into the Staff, which is where you're headed, your current influence, you have the Six of Wands. This is you being publicly recognized, okay? I do feel like if you're dealing with a chatty office or a challenging person or somebody in your workplace that's trying to undermine you here with this Three of Pentacles, with that King of Swords and now this Six of Wands, I do feel like you getting the rewards that you deserve. I think it's very important for you to stay in your lane and just keep your head down and do your work and let the dogs bark. And just if people are challenging you right now through lower vibrational tendencies such as gossip or spreading rumors or lies, you know what? I feel like you ultimately with the Six of Wands coming in here will triumph over that situation. So very good to see that. That's reward, it's recognition, it's public success. Now, in your external influence, can't make this up, Seven of Swords, liar, cheater, stealer, gossiper. Okay, I've noticed in my personal life and in readings that I've done for other people that this card really does play out to be true, where someone's talking behind your back or somebody is spreading rumors, lies, anything like that, gossip. So when I get this combined with something like the Two of Swords, which is you feeling blindfolded based on something someone said, an injustice, or if I get it with like the Three of Pentacles, especially with that Three of Pentacles in the problem position, indicating workplaces, teammates, colleagues, certainly the case. And it's the external influence, so it's not something that you can control. It's outside of you. So I do feel like, just you're dealing with that. And I do feel like this is maybe creating a blockage around your happiness here. If it's not love, it's the thing is, you have this new start here that's coming in with this Ace of Cups, and we've not talked about that enough because it's a really good card. But it's like there's just these people here that are blocking you here from that. And I feel like it's interesting. This reading is just kind of aligning perfectly here with this Knight of Cups, this in the hopes and fears position. This is like your perfect person coming in. Okay, this is somebody offering their cup out to you. You've been wanting to have this happen. Okay, and the thing is, I feel like I'm gonna say, I know I sound like a broken record, but you are really like trying to force this. But the thing is, the Knight of Cups, this isn't a forced situation. This is somebody who, in fact, is coming to you with a cup, offering their cup out to you. And so I feel like some of you are absolutely going to be finding somebody with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. But what's going on here is there's either competition between you and another person over somebody, or there's an issue in the workplace that's not making you happy. There's an issue in the workplace that's dipping you into a lower vibration. That's then making it harder for you to meet up with this Knight of Cups. That's what I feel like is going on here. And the outcome is the Six of Cups. Somebody from the past. Some of you, this is all about who's coming in. Well, someone from the past is trying to re-enter here with this Six of Cups. You may already know this Ace of Cups or this Knight of Cups, and if not, it's a past life connection. It's not somebody you've met already in this lifetime, but it's someone you've met in a past lifetime. And the way you know that is if you talk to somebody, and even if this is platonic, this is not really, romantic in any way, somebody you talk to that you feel like you've known forever. And that's what this could feel like for some of you with this Six of Cups. It could mean, I feel like more so this is about a past life connection coming in, but it's almost like you're dealing with a challenge. I don't feel like the challenge is an ex. I feel like the challenge is a workplace situation for a lot of you. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more here and see what wants to come forward. Lovers, can't make this up. I mean, this is a relationship starting, soulmate, twin flame, whatever it is you want to call it, divine counterpart, whatever label you want to give it. This is a union between two people. This is also the sign of Gemini. Some of you could be meeting a Gemini. I feel very strongly that some of you are meeting an air sign or something like that if you're here for relationships. And if not, if you're here for career and finance, you have a big choice to make around how you're going to handle this challenging person that's spreading lies or gossip. And the thing is, this King of Swords, I do feel like, is sort of protecting you in that you will get a fair shot for you to speak on your truth, is what I feel like is going on here. Strength card, potentially a Leo, but this is really just having courage to let go. It's having the courage to let go here with this Hanged Man being so prevalent in this reading, I feel. And really having the courage to speak your truth as well if you're in this video for career and financial stuff, but just being strong and powerful in your knowingness here. And then you also have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is some sort of financial event arriving. Who's coming in? Somebody who is offering their pentacle out to you. So some of you are getting, a relationship between now and 2021. Some of you are getting some sort of opportunity in career, business, finances here. And the thing about this Knight of Pentacles is this is somebody who, the Knight of Pentacles is, as I like to say, arrivals. It's something that you've been waiting for a long time. It's not a lottery win. It's not a quick win. It's not get rich quick. It's something you've been hoping to have happen, and now it's arriving. So there could be somebody coming in that helps you along that path in some way. For sure, look at this. You have asked for help from others. That just popped out here. You have peaceful resolution. So what I like to see is with that Three of Pentacles, I do feel like with that Three of Pentacles, you are getting the outcome here that is deservedly so. And you have this romance card too. So some of you, like I said, this is definitely a relationship coming in. For others of you, you're having a peaceful resolution with this challenging person at work. And I do see you triumphing over this person. No doubt about it. Because you have that Six of Wands, and the external position is that Seven of Swords, just a challenge. So yeah, for sure. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional cards to see what wants to come forward. Okay, child, great fortune, courthouse, house, occupation. Wow, imprisonment. So here's the deal. I don't ever read imprisonment as actually somebody going to jail. I feel like it's you being imprisoned or trapped in a scenario. And with the courthouse, it's this challenging person that, for me, this is syncing up with this King of Swords, where it's going to all work out in the divine courts, in divine law and order. As long as you know what you're doing is right, everything's going to work out. You have this great fortune, occupation. That's the author's literal self-employment combination, to get it up like on top of each other, like the way it is stacked on top of each other. Some of you like getting an opportunity to do something that you've always wanted to do in those areas. Maybe someone coming forward to help you with that. Maybe you're linking up with a realtor here to either buy or sell a home. And maybe this person that's coming in is a mom or a dad. Maybe they have a child or something like that. You could also be dealing with children generally, either for work or your own children, something like that you're dealing with. But overall, this looks very good. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com, to sign up for my email list. I'll see you in the next one.